I've got 2 more siblings, and it's perfectly fine at the moment, and I hope it stays like that as well.
See, another thing I just wanted to say, obviously, when people, choose to, like colleague was saying before, about, if you're a Muslim or Hindu, Sikh, in religion, your relationships and such physical contact shouldn't even happen. So that's the point I was trying to put before.
Earlier,
so,
right.
If you're, supposedly supposed to be a good Muslim, whether that's guy, girl, the girl is supposedly supposed to be, covered and, a housewife, because that's in Islam as well. And whereas in
well, that's the thing, I mean, you have
praying
to
5 times and everything. So that's what the question I was trying to put across. If you're a good Muslim, you should you should be covered.
Just because
and
I understand what your point was. However, just because somebody is keeping all the rosé and praying 5 times a day, or goes to Gurdwara, every week and goes to the temple, does not make them a really good practitioner of their religion. They're doing all things at face value. What makes the difference is how they are as a character, what their morals are like.
I think it's all about the niyat. Niyat meaning the
your intention,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if your intention is bad, then you are bad.
Right.
But then, what is wrong? I mean, we're saying right now, sex before marriage is wrong. You can't make it correct.
Well, here, look, listen. Now there are girls who start going out with a guy, and the guy promises them the world. I love you. I'm gonna marry you. That's it. We were meant to be together. You're the love of my life. So, a lot of girls who haven't had the experience, of dating other guys will believe that, take that at face value, and will then say, well, what's the harm in me sleeping with somebody that I'm going to marry anyway? So in situations like that, the girl's niyat is that I'm going to marry this guy. The guy's niyat is that I'm just going to have some fun.
So you talked about decency, the guys that go from England to India, Pakistan to marry a so-called decent girl, for example, in traditional clothes. Mm-hmm. For example, I believe you're from Pakistan yourself, mm-hmm. brought up in here, and obviously you've adjusted to the culture of England and wearing Western clothes, whatnot. So it's like I said, it's an individual thing. They believe that if you go back home, that the girl's going to be decent, but that's not the case. There's decent girls in the UK. There's decent girls wherever you go. I think it's just stereotyping that if the girls from UK are mainly not good enough. I don't agree with that. What I'm saying is that's not necessarily true. That's in every country wherever you go.
That's true.
I believe that it's mostly the weird.
Just hold it closer.
The weird, the corrupt, and the stupid boys that actually do this.
That do what? They go back home?
They have girls, they have girlfriends, they have, they sleep around here and there, and then, oh, I'm going to do what my mom says. I'm going to go back home. Oh, nah, she ain't my type of girl. But they'll sleep with her, but they're going to marry her.
Are you saying some guys or
I'm saying the ones which are stupid, weird, and
no,
those guys. Yeah. So if that's you, then yeah.
The thing is that I know some people that go back home, and that doesn't mean they're sleeping around, because they're like totally fine guys. They're really nice guys as well, and they're going back home to get married. But that doesn't mean that they're weird or like stupid. That just means that they want someone a bit more in touch with their culture.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying there. Yeah.
Because in my family, they've seen more successful marriages when they go back home. So that doesn't mean that we're
past experiences.
Yes, that we're not blotching their personality, going they're this. We're not. It's like stereotypicalizing. Yeah, we're not going. They're only going back home because they're this or this. I mean, yeah, they do. I'm just generally speaking that not all of them do, just because of their
like you said.
I'm talking about the corrupt people. What you're saying, those are the normal, fine. We want some more of those, please. Those kind of people.
Well, the truth is, if the truth be told, a lot of guys will date one girl but marry another. It'll be hard to find guys
a lot of girls will date a lot and marry just one perfect husband.
I think you'll struggle to find a handful of girls that would do that. A girl, I think, for the most part, when she's committed to a man, she's committed to a man. A man, on the other hand, thinks, this is the girl that I'm going to have fun with, but not the girl that I'm going to marry, because I think the thinking for a guy is, if she's sleeping with me, who else is she sleeping with? And that's wrong. And it's wrong to do that to anybody, and it's especially wrong to do that to a young girl.
I think the issue is more touched upon, having a physical relationship. It's not just considering physical relationship, it's all the other cultural norms that go in, for example, cooking, whether it's a religious scale. So it's not just a physical contact. How can you
expect a girl who was born and raised in a culture like UK or America to be completely not influenced by it? And then when it's time to find your life partner, you're bringing somebody over from another country
So are you
who then
saying,
in 10, 15 years will be part of this culture too. So what are you going to do then?
so
Get
are you
another
saying
wife?
that it's okay to, so are you agreeing with the concept to say having 1,000 boyfriends or 1,000 girlfriends before marriage?
If it's an individual choice. It's not okay. I can't speak
That's
for
what I'm
everybody
saying.
else.
The majority aren't like that. Whereas if you find some boys might be like that, or some girls might be like that, but like you said, it's an individual, not majority are not.
We're not speaking about, but this show isn't about every single guy that's watching us right now is this way. You know, you are like this, and every single guy is like this. It's not true. However, all of us in this room will agree there are more guys that are doing it than girls are.
I think you have to understand the fact that you can't get the best of both worlds. I mean, if you marry someone from back home, she won't have the westernized lifestyle. If you have a girl from here, she won't have the easternized lifestyle. I mean, you can find some people out there.
Balanced life.
Yeah, but it's going to be quite rare. You have to understand that part.
And I think Nisha hit on a really good point. It's about your niyat. So if your intention and your niyat is to go home and find a partner, just a really suitable partner because you're more in touch with your roots, because you're traditional and that's the kind of partner you want, that's commendable. However, if your niyat or your intention is to find somebody then that you can control and have power over, who will not stop you from living the life that you were living before you're married, that is completely wrong. And I think that's the point that we're trying to make in this show is, when is it okay to do that? Is it okay to marry somebody from India or Pakistan because you think that, hey, you know what, they're not going to think for themselves, they're going to do what I want them to do, they're going to take care of my family, and I will still have my girlfriend on the side. If you're doing it for that reason, you're destroying not only her life, but your children's are going to suffer as well.
But that's not the case. Like I said, it's down to sometimes parents having the influence on the guy to go get married from there because parents believe that girls...
But then, how can a guy be influenced? How can a parent be a guy be influenced by their parents to marry somebody from back home, but they have no parental influence when they're sleeping with their girlfriend?
Yeah.
Where is that influence then? Why aren't they not thinking about their parents when they're in a club hitting on every girl that walks their way? Where is their thinking about their parents then?
You're saying that you would respect the girl if she was honest with you?
Honest before the marriage, yes.
Before you get married, maybe not you, but anybody.
Guys,
you should be honest with your parents. Yeah. Just tell them, Mom, Dad, I will sleep with this girl. This girl, I want to marry her, and she will do what you say, but I don't want to marry this freshie. I don't want to marry this girl.
Shanine, valid point. Shanine, would you tell if you had a relationship or several relationships, would you be honest with your partner and tell them, or would you be a little hesitant because of the reaction?
If I was going to be committed to the guy, I would definitely tell him, because you can't have a relationship based on lies. Because if I'm going to live with this guy and have my life whole with him, I can't start off going, oh yeah, I'm pure, I'm fine. You have to tell him about my past, everything, and I probably will tell my parents as well. I'm not going to say that I won't tell my parents. I'll tell my parents and my partner straight that this is what I've done, and you have to accept me for who I am, not my past experiences or anything.
See, that
because
comes
everyone
down...
makes mistakes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think, the individual needs to stop thinking he's too perfect. If he's, for example, if the girl's slept around and been around, and then she expects to have a guy that's never done that, she's been a hypocrite, because obviously, why would she expect that? It works both ways.
It works both ways.
If the guy's not perfect, and then the girl's honest that, yeah, I've had relationships as well,
then
obviously they're both not perfect to say that. What do we define perfect as?
There is actually, on that note, there's no such thing as having a perfect, ideal relationship. And I think the note that we need to end it on is it depends on your intention. If you intend to find a partner from overseas because you just feel you might be more compatible, that's commendable. But if your intention is to find a partner from overseas so you can have power over her and still continue doing what you were doing before you're married, that's not respectable. You've been watching Broken Silence. I'm Sanyya Gardez. I'll be back next week, same time, same place.